Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes. Joining me tonight, I got the whole crew here. But boy, first off, I missed you guys. I missed the whole crew. I missed all of our listeners. You know, it's been like 2 weeks. We haven't had a show. We took a little break, but we're back now. Glad to be here. I'm glad everybody's here with us again tonight. So first off, how you doing tonight, Rich Cooley?
Pretty good. How's everyone tonight?
Oh, doing good, man. So what did you do on your little radio break?
Well, I actually went down to visit relatives down in Virginia, Roanoke.
Uh-huh.
And went down to spend time with my family down there for the holiday weekend, and I just got back today.
Did you really?
Me and the wife went down and spent Saturday down there and come back Sunday.
Oh, that's cool. You have a good time?
Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
Now, how far is Roanoke from you?
About 4 hours and 5 minutes.
About 4 hours? That's not too bad then, right?
Yeah, straight down 81 pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet then. I'm glad you got to go away and do something. So you were gone for was you gone for the 4th or no?
No,
you went
we
after
just went
the
down early Saturday morning.
Got it. So did you have a good 4th of
And
July?
spent the night, come back Sunday, yeah. Well, I didn't go prospecting or anything, just went down to see family.
Right. So did you have a good 4th of July too?
Oh, yeah, just sat here, drank a couple drinks, watching the fireworks. That's about it.
Well, that sounds like a good 4th of July to me, you know? Didn't go
Yeah, during the week like that, you know. I had to end up going to work Thursday anyway, so.
Yeah, so did I. It was Wednesday was the 4th, right?
I had Friday off, though.
Oh, I didn't. So let's see. I just had off Wednesday.
It seemed like the longest week ever with a day off.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, give us Monday or
Tonight
Friday.
on Cooleys Corner, we're going to talk about moving rocks.
Moving rocks. Dang.
Moving rocks. I had a request, so that's what we're going to talk about.
I like it. I can't wait. Looking forward to it. Missed it last week, so, you know, I'm glad you're ready. Got you a good segment. And that was a requested segment, right?
Yep, that was requested from Bob Drake.
All right, cool, man. Well, thank you, Rich.
So like I said, if you want anything, give me a side chat, send me a message, let me know what you want, and hopefully we can get it on the air.
That's right. That's what they got to do. It's that simple. Send Richard suggestions, and he'll do what he can. Very cool, Rich. Well, man, I'm glad you had a good holiday. I'm glad you had a good visit with the family, and I'm glad you're here tonight. Thank you, brother.
All right, thanks for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. All right, also, joining us tonight, we got our very own Miss Kathleen Biffle. How are you, Kathleen?
Hello, everyone. Missed everybody.
I know, right?
It was just weird.
It was. It really was. It's like rough when we don't do it. I missed you guys and missed the listeners too, you know. So how was your little time off?
You know, it was very quiet. We didn't really, because we're coming back from vacation. We're just kind of winding down, but we managed to get some projects in. Uh-huh. Unfortunately, I'll let Shad tell you about that. Okay. But anyway.
So
I did get to do the water table and go through some cons. That was good.
Mm-hmm. That's your therapy, though. So
it is.
It always works for you.
Taking it easy.
And how's the koi doing?
The koi are great. They are really active right now because it's warm, and I tried to feed them some dried silkworms.
I seen that. Did you taste them?
That almost made me vomit. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say, if you could probably eat them. I bet they're probably human.
Well, it said not for human.
Oh, it did say that on the
It did. So, but gee, like you have to remind people about that. They look hideous and they stink.
But how many people
actually seem to like them?
But how many people actually go? I wonder what these taste like. If they have to put that on the packaging, it must be quite a few people have tried them.
I'm thinking so. But yeah. I guess you can eat those. They're really high in protein.
Right, I bet.
I'm not ever going to. Unless I'm starving and I have no food.
Survival food, right? Like
Yeah,
Bear
and
Grylls.
even then I'd have a hard time.
I know, but the koi enjoyed them, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Did you
good.
have a good holiday?
Yeah, well, we didn't do nothing. We just, we didn't want to go and watch the fireworks because, yeah, it's cool, but then you got to battle the crowds to try to get
Right.
home, and it's like,
We never go watch them.
that was us. We're like, let's just chill out at home. We got to work.
I just sit outside the side of the house there and watch them. We can see them from.
Oh, well, that'd be
town.
cool. See,
Oh yeah, I mean last 2
we
years
straight
we've been
out
able to
back.
do that. It's been nice.
and we can't
The
see
neighbors, let me tell you, they had a fireworks display.
There you
it's
go.
still going on
nothing. That's the kind of neighbors I like, yeah.
every night.
There was none around here. I swear I didn't see nobody lighting none off. I'm like, really? Why not? And we're just too far away from town to see them, so and it's like, pooey, who cares? Watch them on YouTube, I guess, if we really want to see fireworks that bad.
Shad and I did some panning today just to get out of the house
good.
and walk around and stuff. And
Well, that's cool.
boy, I miss the dredge.
When you go back to basic panning, you mean?
Oh my gosh! And classifying, it was a backbreaker.
It's hard work, isn't it?
Well, that's what I always used to do, and then the sluicing.
I know, but I think when you start dredging, you get kind of like soft
Yeah,
and spoiled.
you do.
It's like, I don't want to classify and pan.
Or
Man.
like trying to move the rock, I'm like, I can't dredge around it, so I have to actually move it.
See, that could work out in Rich's segment tonight. You're right, though.
Moving rocks, there you go.
That's right. You're used to dredging around it, getting everything away from it, and then throwing it aside.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's a big difference, isn't it?
Oh, it is, and
It's not as enjoyable.
I'm thankful that I have that dredge.
Yes, agreed.
That you are allowed to dredge.
Agreed. I am with you 100%. Even if, it's just so much easier. I think we've gotten soft. If we all had to go back to just a pan and
Definitely.
a sluice, I just don't know what would happen to us. It'd be tough to put the kind of work in that you do, because you'll dredge for 6-8 hours sometimes.
Oh yeah, all day long.
Could you pan like that for 6 or 8 hours?
No.
I don't know. Heck no.
I used to run that hand dredge, remember?
Yes. I
That was an
remember.
arm workout.
Mm-hmm.
I had toned arms that summer.
But would you do it again? No.
Not for fun. I don't know.
No, right. It's like,
If I didn't have any other options, sure.
right. It's like we've discovered the wheel or something. It's an easier way, and we can't make ourselves go back to the hard way again.
No, I would high bank again.
Oh, yeah, high banking. Yeah, definitely. That's okay. That wears you out, too, but it's still,
Yeah,
I would
definitely.
do that. Yeah, but I just can't take a day and pan no more. And I used to, when I first started, that was it. Pan and a shovel
Yeah.
and a classifier. And like you said, spend 6-7 hours doing that. Not
Yeah.
now. No. Nope. Ain't gonna do it.
But, it wasn't dry washing.
True
in the
that.
heat, so
True that. And today was a nice day, wasn't it, to be out?
it was beautiful. It was just nice to even sit by a creek and listen to the water is nice. Even though I can hear the water in my backyard with
Right.
my pond.
Oh, yesterday was even a better day, though, wasn't it? I think yesterday would have been a perfect day. It was a little breezy, cooler
Yeah, we
temperatures.
Shad
But you
was
were busy.
digging
Right.
a trench in our yard.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what he was up to. Yeah, he could tell us all about that here in a minute.
I think that's why he's sore today.
That might be why he's so grumpy. Grumpy Shad. He's Grumpy Shad today. You've seen Grumpy Cat on the internet? That's Grumpy Shad. It's kind of the same thing. But I'm glad.
Well, we have some exciting news, though, tonight, right? We're going to talk about the Cronies Club later on.
That's what I'm hearing from you guys. Yes, ma'am.
Outing.
Looking forward to hearing this. This is going to be great. I mean, I know, but I like when you guys tell it. You guys do such a great job. And you got something to go along with it, don't you, Kathleen?
Oh, yeah, just a short little fun fact about the area.
Well, that's cool. See, that'll make it even more interesting. I'm glad you made it, Kathleen. I'm glad you had a great weekend, and the Coy's
Great
doing
to be
good.
back.
And it's great to have you guys all back. Thank you for being here as always, Kathleen.
Yep.
All right, joining us now, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got our very own Mr. Shad Biffle. What's happening, Shad?
Oh, not too much.
Well, tell me what you did yesterday.
Well, it was one of those things where if something can go wrong, it sure did. Needless to say, I've had to divert away our sump pump coming out because problems with our underground drainage system to the curb. So
Okay.
I decided, you know what? I'm going to go rent one of those big, heavy-duty plumbing cleaner snake things
Gotcha.
that has the root
cutter, yeah.
blade on it. Yeah, root cutter on it.
Yep.
So, needless to say, it's 80-foot distance from the curb to where the area is. So I rented a 100-foot long one, half-inch thick, so it's a heavy-duty piece of equipment. Well, everything was going well for the first hour and a half of running it. I was chewing through roots, making progress. And then I hit this hell of a spot, and it wasn't even moving anymore. So I kept backing it off, trying again. I kept doing that off and on for 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
Finally, I'm like, well, I only got about 10 foot of line. I'm just going to pull it out and take a look, and maybe I'll go in through where the downspout connects into it up there.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a while to pull out and roll it all back in because, of course, they don't rent you the automatic feeder one.
Of course not.
But once I pulled it out, I looked, and the whole attachment where the root cutter goes on, the root cutters, it's like a fitting that clamps on the piece.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And then that piece then is, I don't know, welded. It's hard. It's on there.
I can't believe
Yeah.
it.
I broke everything off.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yep. So now I have to dig, and basically I know the area where everything's messed up.
Right.
So pretty much I'm going to tie in and just dig a new line.
Sure.
Because and that brings me to my other point. If you do live in a house that has these underground, pipes and whatnot running for drainage,
Mm-hmm.
be a little smarter
Don't plant
when you
trees.
plant flower beds and trees and make a deck in the area.
Oh, no.
Don't do that, because in a few years, guess what happens? Those roots keep expanding.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, so when we bought this house, there's a big birch tree there right where the pipe runs by, so I know it's one of those roots.
Yeah, it
Not
is.
to mention all the other little odd and end shrubs they planted. So, yeah.
I think we should just
Jeez.
tear up the whole area and make another koi pond.
I can agree perfectly with that. So what
I
is your...
disagree.
So what are you going to... Did you get it solved then, Shad, or no? Are you still...
No, I'm still working on it.
All right, so are you going to take that snake back and say, hey, your piece of crap equipment broke, I need another one, and go through that way?
I'm done with that. I am literally digging my own and putting in a new line.
Dig it,
and
cut
tying
it out.
into where I know it's fine.
Right, just dig it, cut the bad out, put a new section in, and be done, right? Smart move. It's a lot more work. How deep is it?
It's not deep. It's about 18 inches down.
Okay, well, that's one good thing,
Yeah, and I mean, the section I have to run, it's about a 20-foot long section of piping. It's just one part that sucks is I'm going to have to go underneath where part of the deck is, so that's going to be fun digging on my belly, but, whatever.
I know. You'll get through it.
I have a feeling he's going to make me go down there.
I highly doubt it. Yeah, I'm pulling weeds and then disappear all day in the house while I'm out
I was
there.
watching Netflix.
I literally spent from the morning until dinner time, and I didn't eat dinner right away.
Oh, my God.
We waited because you came out. It was just one of those things. Oh, and I broke another shovel because I was getting mad. So, and it was one of those heavy-duty fiberglass ones.
Oh, no. You just had an awful day. You definitely had Murphy working against you, buddy. That's for sure. Man, oh, man.
That was pretty much our whole weekend.
That sounds awful, though, And I feel for you. I really do. There's nothing worse than having to dig up drainage lines and fix them, and it's just annoying, man. And then, like you said, if you got a deck over some of it, that just makes matters worse. It's like, come on, really? Why couldn't it be out in the middle of the yard? Why has it got to be there? But it's just the way it goes. I know you'll get through it. You know, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I know. Well, let us know how it goes, brother. We're rooting for you. No pun intended there.
Hey, at least I didn't owe them any money because when you rent it, you get damage protection.
That's right. So that's why he paid
I think
for
the
it.
guy, when I told him what happened, he goes, "Well, did you at least get the clog out?" I go, "No," and that pizza's still in there. And he was like, "Oh man." So I have to check my credit card because he handed me a thing that refunded all the deposit. They didn't keep any. So I think they cut me a break.
Oh, hopefully they did. I mean,
I was covered in mud. I was sweaty. I brought it in. I was like, there's one little problem. And he goes, "What's that?" And I told him. He goes, "Oh."
And he probably just looked at you and said, "I'm not going to argue with this guy. I'm just going to give him his deposit back and send him on his way."
I had 4 hours, and I got there at 3 hours and 20 minutes. So it's not like I'm going to ask for another one. We got it, it's like 20-some minute, 30-minute drive away.
Oh, jeez. And you even brought it back early. See?
Exactly.
That's the perfect rental.
And I was honest. I didn't try to sneak it in like, "Oh, it's good."
You didn't duct tape a bit on it, a fake one that you made?
I didn't put a router bit on there that I had in the garage.
Here you go. Thank you. See ya. Yeah, good move, Shad. Oh, my God. You cracked me up, buddy. Well, I'm sorry and that you had problems, but I know you'll get through it, my man, as always. But, hey, I bet you got precious metal prices and birthdays, don't you?
Oh, you know I do. I live for this moment every week.
I know.
Twice a week now.
I know it.
You have to say last week's birthday since we missed.
Oh, I can't. I only know what's on the site today.
Oh,
so I didn't do it for you. So if it was your birthday last week, sorry.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right, current market prices on precious metal. Well, as you know, gold has been kind of funky and not doing too strong lately. It did spike up for a little bit, not that much, but it went down $3 more and closed at $1,254.
Oh, wow.
Silver down 3 cents at $16 even.
That darn silver.
So, may want to get some silver, Timmy.
I know.
See what happens. Maybe watch another week, see where that price goes.
Oh, yeah.
It'll go up.
I'm with you.
But platinum went up $1 and closed at $844.
Okay.
And palladium is up $3 to $951. So that palladium's still doing strong.
Still doing pretty good, yeah. You know, but I'm a little. The gold from the 2 weeks ago when you told us the price, I can't remember what it was, but man, it's come down quite a bit since then. I know it wasn't no $12.50. It was like $12.80 something or $12.90, so it's come down quite a bit. Dang.
Yeah. And I'll throw one in just for fun here.
Sure.
For if any of you copper fans out there, $2.85. There you go.
$2.85 a pound.
$2.85
Oh, man.
a pound.
Sweet, sweet. So, Dennis, you got your singing voice all queued up there, my friend?
I think so. I think I'm ready to go.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm pretty excited about this.
All right, well, take it away then.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God, that's
You
beautiful.
know, I was so tempted to try to interrupt and mess you up this time, Dennis. I'm going to try one of these
It's
times.
like an angel singing, Shad. I hate to interrupt him.
Oh my god.
I'm not even going to say anything because it's mean and I'm trying to be funny and it'll just come out mean. So. But all right, it's July 8th, and today it's your birthday. Bill Kuczynski, Billy McGrew, Danny W., Gerald V. Lee, Jim Mills, Joseph, Kenneth Simpson, Leon Germolis, Matt Robert, Roger Sanchez, Stanley Wayne Hobbs, Stephen Martinez, and Tony Holiday. And tomorrow, I can tell you, Craig Price, Fred Bartholomew, Jero, Joel Joey Brenner, Michael Hackett, and Sean Hamilton. It's their birthday, so.
And it was Jaren's birthday
That's
yesterday.
right.
Yeah, our good buddy Jaron.
That's
Yep,
right.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody. Very cool, Shad. Well, thank you, brother, for being here. And thank you, Dennis, for your awesomely tones that you spit out every week for us. We appreciate it. Shad,
I think I want a rap rendition next
do
time.
I think so,
We should
too.
change it up.
You gotta go.
I can try it. I'll try to get something for you, Shad.
Can
All
you
right,
do that,
good,
Dennis?
because we need to mix this up, you know.
That
Yeah,
would
obviously, you're too comfortable with this, and you've perfected it.
He
so
has. He has.
We need to mix it up a little. So let's go to another, and then
Rap.
let's
Some
do
kind of like
little
a rap
hippity
beat or
hop,
something.
A rap
can
and
do
then
beat.
I
that.
want some reggae.
Oh, that
And
would
then,
work. Then maybe
then I want some banjo birthday
I
music.
like it. I like it. Opera rendition. All of the. Let's do them all. That would be really cool, Dennis.
All right, I'll see what I
And
can put together.
that's a challenge for you too, and it'll keep your your voice perfect, like it is.
I like
So,
Keep you fresh.
yeah, it'll keep it'll keep
Yeah,
it
maybe I could do
fresh.
some funky fresh music.
Oh, there you go. I think it'd be cool. Let's work on that. That would be a nice
All right.
change. All right, cool. Well, thank you, Shad, and thank you for that genius idea too.
Oh,
And
Always.
Shad, you got some announcements coming up in a little bit, don't you? After
that's
Cooleys
right.
Corner?
Like Kathleen said, we're going to wait until after Rich Cooley's segment, Cooleys Corner, coming up here soon. And we'll give that good announcement and fill you in some details. And Kathleen even has some really cool facts about it. So,
Awesome.
Not that.
Coming up.
well, she has some information
Some
about the area.
information.
And, this is for the Cronies Club outing, so some
Yep.
people might have seen the banner already. But
Yep.
we'll give you a little more info.
Yes, thank you, Shad. Looking forward to it, brother. All right, and last but not least, the man with the golden voice, the Indiana Gold Hunter himself, Mr. Dennis Dayton. How are you, Dennis?
I'm doing pretty good. A lot's been going on since the last time we were on. Of course, and I was letting a lot of people know. My dad, which 79 years old, he had a stroke,
Mm-hmm.
and it's coming along slowly but surely.
Good. Good.
They ran a bunch of tests, and they didn't find any cancer, no tumors. I mean, everything
That's
was
good.
great, but I guess he had what's called an AFib.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Or something like that. So I guess it's something, I don't know what they do, something that can be kind of kept in control.
I think they can with medications.
Yeah.
I think so.
But the one thing they're gonna have to work on more than anything else is his left arm. It's he's got movement in his leg, and he had to go through throat therapy, learn how to swallow again, and it's just
Yeah.
it's like learning how to do it all over. But I'm headed back. I've been working my tail end off, and we're gonna head back this coming weekend, and I'm gonna go down and spend a week with Dad. And they've already moved him out of the hospital into the therapy place, so
Oh,
which
that's
is it's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Yeah,
And,
that is right, true. And I swear that AFib thing, that's medication for that, so that'll be good. And and we'll keep them in our prayers, and just hopefully everything goes good, Dennis.
Oh yeah.
Remember,
But other than that, it's been going good. I've got, man, I tell you what, I've got another opportunity at my job, and I don't know what to do. I've got the opportunity. It would be working 4/12s Monday through Thursday. I would have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off every single weekend.
really?
Making $112 more a week than what I am right now. But it would be on nights from 8 at night till 8 in the morning. And so it means I would never be able to make a Wednesday show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, still,
So-
it's your job. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, we
Right.
understand.
I mean, I like the part about having Friday, Saturday, Sunday off every single weekend.
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we got Swifty.
That's right. we have the ultimate replacement for Wednesdays, Dennis. No.
I mean,
worries.
I hate to give up the lab and being in the air conditioning and back out on the plant, but man, it's having 3 days off every weekend. Jeez.
That would be great.
What to do? I
think
still haven't decided yet. I know I probably got a week or two before, whether I accept it and they'll move me and even when they do move me, I still have 10 days. I got 10 days to turn it down if I don't like it or want it, and I go back in the lab. But
Okay. Well,
man, I really want my
Try
3
it.
days every weekend.
well, try it then. I would give it a shot.
It's back in my old department on one of my old machines. I worked in that department for 10 years, so
Mhm. Well, there you go.
I already know what to do out there. It's just
I think I would just go with it, and give it a shot. I mean,
yeah.
you still got the show Sunday, so no worries.
Yeah.
So it's well worth it. Sounds like to me. So have you
But
been? But what?
I did. I got my. Of course, some of you guys got to see before I got on. I got my. I guess I just turned into a Fordaholic because I got my other Ford truck home. Then gave it a bath today and cleaned up pretty good.
That's nice. So you're rolling forward now.
Yeah, I got one broke down in Ohio and one sitting out in front of my house. So hey, I
Chevy still right.
I got. No, I'm down to one Chevy, Chevy,
fine.
2 Ford. But see, this one here, I got a pretty good deal on it. I mean, I traded a 9mm gun for it, and that's it. That's all I traded was a 9mm gun for it. But I got to put parking brake pin in it.
Okay.
The passenger front wheel hub assembly, U-joints, and the fuel rail on top where the injectors are at. It's got like a little pin. So when you start it up, you don't want to start because it shoots fuel and you don't want a massive fire. But
yeah,
I mean, it's a 4-wheel drive. It runs great. 4-wheel drive works. It's got low miles on it.
Well, heck.
So.
And all you did was traded a 9 for it? Not
Traded a
bad.
9mm. That's it.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never had luck with Fords before. Like I said, well, my Ranger's sitting at Bill's house in Ohio.
Right.
And, of course, I got this, well, you knew about this. I got this truck, like, back in November, whenever it was. I just never did go get it, and I've got that thing. It's not through AAA, but it's kind of like a AAA thing where you get, like, 3 tows a year, 5 miles or less, don't cost you nothing.
Right.
Well, it was only a mile away, and I finally called them up and said, hey, I got a truck, I need it towed to my house.
Oh, there you go. At least you got it home, you got it there, so now you can work on it, get it right, and you're good to go again.
It won't take much to get it going.
That don't sound like it's much,
I just haven't had time because every weekend I was off. I was prospecting somewhere or hanging out with that old crazy coot razor.
Yeah.
In Alaska.
Yeah.
And
been busy. I can't even talk. The heck is wrong with me?
And Mr. Winter Chicken Dinner.
Winter Chicken Dinner. Yeah, that was pretty weird that I actually won something. That is cool,
Yeah,
Dennis.
you won that. It was the last draw on my Patreon, and it was for that Alaska Ulu knife. And I was, my daughter was doing the draws, and there it come up, Prospectors Radio. So not only are you got that gold coming to you, that 15 grams of gold, but you got an Alaska Ulu knife.
Dang.
Yeah, them things are nice, man. You talk about some, they're pretty sweet, man. They cut up meat and everything real nice.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations to me.
Yeah,
very cool. Thank you, Dennis. And Dan.
I have a couple of Snapple reel packs for later or whenever.
Okay.
One is pretty easy.
Okay.
But I've got one that's going to be see if you can stump the nub.
Okay.
So
that'll work. Well, what you want to do it right before we go to commercial, and then
when
you come back.
We'll do one before the first commercial. We'll do the easy one, and then the second commercial, I'll do the hard one.
Okay. So what we'll do is I got something to say. We'll go. You do your fun fact. We'll go to commercial, give them the answer, and then we'll bring Rich in for Cooleys Corner. Sounds like a plan.
So how have you been doing?
Oh, I've been doing okay. Just trying to stay cool like you guys, and that's it.
Watch your car?
I actually haven't had the chance to because we had company all weekend, and they had my spot where I washed my car, so that kind of I was kind of bummed out about that. Couldn't wash my car, and yesterday was a perfect day, but we had a birthday party we had to do, so I was like, oh God, I just want to wash my car. That's all.
You got that air. You got that air going with all this heat we've been having, right?
Oh yeah.
You got the AC.
Oh yeah, definitely. But thank you for asking, my friend. I do appreciate it. And I am. Remember, we announced the winners of our Crony Club Nugget and our Patreon Nugget. I still haven't heard back from our Patreon Nugget winner, who was Richard Peterson. And if you're listening tonight, Richard, I sent you an email and sent you a message on Patreon. And you need to get back with me because we got to get this nugget out to you. So.
Oh, I've got the address.
Whose?
Peterson's?
Yeah, Richard Peterson's.
Yeah, it's 160 South Workman Drive, Edinburgh, Indiana.
I had a feeling that's what it was. I had a feeling. So, if you're listening, Richard, please send me a message so we can get this out to you. Because I'm sure you want your nugget. If not, let me know and we'll give it away to somebody else. But, so that's cool. And we're going to, not now, the 15 grams of gold that Razor and Dennis and Caleb sent us from Alaska, we're going to start giving that away, monthly giveaways on GPS, Crony Club giveaways, stuff like that. So that'll be for that, but I actually got some other gold that we will be giving away to our patrons, our premium patrons. We're going to give away 1 gram a month starting August 1st. So lots of gold to be given away. Just got to stick around. That's the only way you're going to get it. And also I want to welcome our new premium patron, Mr. Ed Marvin himself. Is now finally a premium patron of Prospector Radio. Excuse me. Thank you, Ed. We appreciate your support.
Ed.
And on that note, Dennis, let's hear a happy Snapple fact.
All right, we're gonna start with an easy one.
Okay.
You guys, get everyone in the audience, get your Google phones ready. We won't be able to Google a second one, but anyway, okay. The mouth of the Statue of Liberty is how wide?
Say that again.
The mouth of the Statue of Liberty is how wide?
Okay. There you go, everybody. Start Googling. We'll be right back.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their miners' legal fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
Just stopped by on my way home to show you all my gold.
You've been digging into some Jimbo's gold pay dirt.
Yeah, Jimbo's gold made me a hero.
Huh?
Got an amazing idea and supplies on sale from Jimbo's website. With bad weather, bored kids, and stressed wife, I threw a panning party for the kids and their friends. All the moms got a break, kids had a blast. Hero.
Happy kids, happy wife, great gold. That's why Jimbo's Gold is always my first choice.
Did you teach panning or share your prospecting knowledge? Then you are our hero. Tell us your story for a chance to receive a hero's reward at www.jimbosgold.com/hero.
All right, everybody, we're back. Now, did we have that answer? Susie Q said 3 foot. Patrick said 3 foot. Paul said 3 foot. Got a lot of 3-footers out there.
Well, it looks like everybody's Google is working because the mouth of the Statue of Liberty is 3 feet wide.
Well, there you go. Google was right again.
But
right?
I can't wait for this next one.
She got a little mouth.
Yes, she does, to be such a big
She
gal.
does, and that's weird. She's got a little mouth, too.
Yeah, she's a big gal to have such a little mouth. All right. Now it's time, everybody, for our good friend, Mr. Rich Cooley and Cooleys Corner.
Welcome to Cooleys Corner. Join Rich Cooley as he talks about equipment, new products, and so much more for all us prospectors and treasure hunters. Here's Rich.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cooleys Corner. Tonight we're going to talk about moving rocks. I had this suggestion from Bob Drake out in Maine, and evidently, hopefully, out in Idaho when I get out there sometime, I'm going to be moving rocks. Mm-hmm. So I got a little segment here. Whether you're in a dredge hole or trying to remove rocks from an area to get to the good stuff, you need to be aware of your surroundings. Some of the items or equipment that could be used to do this are some of the following: manhandling or brute force, lever principle, winches or come-alongs, chains, straps, or harnesses, anchoring points, safety and protection equipment, or we call it PPE, personal protective equipment.
Got it.
Talk a little bit about manhandling or brute force, or some of the hard ways to move rocks. Plus, they could be very dangerous if not done the right way. Always keep in mind that you can easily pull a muscle or spin the rock the wrong way, and it can fall and pin you or any part of your body. Use extreme care and think before you decide to do something. All actions have consequences. Basically, on the manhandling, you should actually, I wouldn't really say stretch, but it probably wouldn't hurt, If you're going to be moving some big type of rocks like that and you're by yourself, or if you have other people there, stretch it out a little bit, because you never know, you tweak something the back. Once you pull something in your back, it takes forever for it to get better, especially when you're older. So talk a little bit about the lever principle. Small forces can move large masses by means of a lever and properly placed fulcrum point. The basic law of physics generally created to Archimedes and ancient Greeks, engineering scientists. Perhaps nowhere in this idea more evident than when watching a single person move a large rock by this method. Almost anything sturdy can serve as a fulcrum. Another rock, a brick, chunk of wood. Place the fulcrum close to the rock that needs to be moved. For a lever, find a sturdy length of wood or unbreakable metal rod, like a long cry bar, about 4 foot long. Lay the lever over the fulcrum and wedge the end of the lever under the rock. Then push the far end down. Using the properly placed fulcrum to translate your muscle power into enough force to create movement, Also, keep in mind the rock could slide or roll in your direction, so pay attention to what you're doing. Don't get in a hurry. Basically, you're just using another device as leverage to move the rock. You know, you're not going to be able to do it with a rock as big as a VW Bug, but I mean, some of the half decent rocks, you know, that we try to get out of dredge holes too. You know, the other thing with it is, you know, use a buddy, use another person. When we're dredging and we have a big rock, we usually tell somebody that's close to us, hey, come over, help me get this rock out of the hole, you know, or just move it. When you're in a dredge hole like that, basically, and you're trying to move a rock, think ahead. Think of what you're going to do. Try to prospect the area that you're going to do where you're going to move that rock, so you don't have to dredge around the rock again.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, dredge that area to where you're happy with what depth you want to. I mean, it would be wise if you're going to put a rock in a certain spot, you can actually lean it that way, you know, dredge that spot down at an angle. That way, when you do flip the rock, it'll slide down into the hole to where you want it to get it out of the root.
That makes sense.
Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Think before you do something. You know, if you got a big rock or something that's blocking another rock, try to dredge around that other rock to get it out of the way, so when you do get the other rock to move, it'll be able to get out a little bit easier. Winches or come-alongs. There are all different kinds and sizes of winches and come-alongs. Mm-hmm. Most winches sizes range from anywhere from 2,000 pounds or up to 16,500 pounds. Make sure the vehicle, ATV, or truck are rated for the specific winch you'll be going to use. Most come-alongs have ranges from like 1,000 pounds and up, and some of the chains and some with cables. Make sure you check your cables for frays and performance before venturing out with the items. Mm-hmm. You know, I always keep a come-along in the back of the truck. And basically, you know, I had this brought up to me now. There is a special, I'm going to sneeze here in a second, but I'm going to try to hold off. Anyway, there is a chart, and I don't remember the name of it. I was asked basically, how can you tell how heavy the rock is, you know, before you know what chain or what item you need to use to lift this thing. Mm-hmm. Well, basically, there is a chart. I can't remember the name of the chart, but I'm sure if you're good at Googling, you can Google it. Basically, how do you tell how heavy a rock is? And there's a chart that looks up that tells you how to measure the rock or close to your measurements, and it gives you basically a way to calculate that, you know, multiplying this by that, and it'll tell you basically of how heavy that rock is to know what chains and all that.
Really?
When you're out in the field, you know, you're really not going to have that.
Right.
Basically, you know, just use a judgment. I mean, if you got to come along that's rated a certain amount and it'll pull a vehicle, it's probably going to end up help to pull a rock. But then you got to get into different straps and chains, and we'll get into that here in a second.
Okay.
We might as well do that now. Chain straps and snatch blocks. There are different types of ratings for the chains. Whether you transport machinery, you use towing chains, or in the logging industry, it's important to know the working load limits of chains you are using. Chains have a working load limit, or a WLL, of approximately 1/3 of their break strength. And that is the amount of force the chains can withstand before they break. How to determine a chain's working load limit. The WLL, which is your working load limit of the chain, is determined by both the grade and the diameter. The chain is imposed with both the grade and the size. You can determine WLL using the chart. Basically, you can actually look up a WLL, which is a working load limit in pounds chart. And it basically starts off with like chain sizes. You got your quarter, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, half inch, and 5/8. And it goes from grades. You start off with a grade 30, grade 43, grade 70, grade 80, and a grade 100.
Okay.
We'll talk a little bit about the grade and what they are. Grade 30 chain. Grade 30 is a multi-purpose economical chain, also known as the grade 30 proof coil chain. It's used in a variety of industries and jobs, including light construction, barrier chains, and in the marine industry. It's not safe for overhead lifting. Grade 30 chain is embossed using a 330 or 300. And basically on those working limits on that chart, it'll basically say on a grade 30 at a 1/4 inch size chain, it's 1,300 would be the working limit pounds. And, the chart kind of breaks it down into what grade chain with what size chain as into what pounds it is.
Gotcha.
On your grade 43 chains, also called grade 43 hot test chain or grade 43 tow chain, this is common in the towing and log industries, and it's not rated sail for overhead lifting. It's not rated for overhead lifting. Grade 43 chain is embossed using 43 or a G4. Grade 70 chain, transport chain, is also called grade 70 trucker's chain, and it's common in securing loads for overhead hauling. It's not rated safe for overhead lifting. Grade 70 chain is embossed using, of course, a 770 or 700. Grade 80 chain is alloy chain. It's heat treated, making it safe and rated for overhead lifting. It's also commonly used as a heavy-duty tow chain. Grade 80 chain, of course, is embossed in 880 or 800. Your grade 100 chain, considered premium quality chain, it offers about a 25% higher workload limit over the grade 80 chain, and it is also safe for overhead lifting. Grade 120 is a newer product on the market. Grade 120 is up to 50% stronger than an 80% chain and 20% stronger than a grade 100 chain.
Okay.
Talk a little bit about your nylon slings and your load limits. Without really showing the pictures, basically a nylon slings, they could actually have a straight loop on each end, which they call it an eye-to-eye flat, and they have an eye-to-eye twist, which actually, if you have an eye on each end and then there's a twist in it, and the sling made with a flat loop eye on each end with the loop eye opening on the same place sling body. This type of nylon sling, often sometimes called a flat iron eye and an iron eye or a double eye sling. And then you have that eye twist that I was talking about. The sling is made both loops eyes formed in a type 3, except that the loop eyes are turned to form a loop eye, which is at a right angle of the plane of the sling body. This type of nylon sling is commonly referred to as a twisted eye sling. I guess they deal with different strengths and different limits. They also have a chart with that basically has the rated capacity, and it goes by the width and the plies. So you can basically have a 1-ply, 2-ply, 3-ply, or a 4-ply. And then the widths anywhere go from 1 inch up to 12 inches. And it also gives your vertical weights and your choker weights is when you choke it up, and vertical basket is when you're lifting it as a basket.
Right.
So, the endless, which is your bearing point to bearing point, would just be basically a round strap, sealed, that would go by length. That'd be a type 5, and they also have a chart for it, basically for 1-ply and 2-ply, anywhere from 1 to 12 inches wide.
Okay.
Your snatch blocks, a lot of people not sure if they know what a snatch block is. Basically, it's a pulley. It's a type of pulley. What you would do is just actually chain or strap this to an object or a tree or something, and this is for different angles. Like if you don't have a tree or an object to do a straight pull, you can use a snatch block, which would go from one angle and would pull over to the object to try to pull the object out of the way. Now, if you are using winch cables or any kind of cable hookup with this, let me give you a little piece of advice. Do not stand in the path of the cable. Because if that cable breaks, it will slice you in half. Take your head right off the top of your head, and it's not a pretty sight. Trust me.
Not good.
There's a lot that has to do with snatch blocks and angles, and if you're not experienced with it, do not do it. I've had experience with it. I've dealt with it. I know, trust me, it's nothing that nobody wants to see or go through. So just read up on it, do your work before you use a snatch block. Something thinks it's just easy to do it at an angle. That's not right, because there's a lot of stuff that you got to read into, hook high, hook low, and there's different areas, that you got to cover. So please do your research if you're going to use a snatch block. Enough said. Anchoring points.
Lot involved there.
Anchoring points could be anything from another rock, ATV, tree, or truck. Make sure you have a good connection to the object by a clevis or a strap or chain to secure the line going to coming to the come along or your ratcheting device. Talk a little bit about safety protection. Of course, some of the safety protection could be some of the following: boots or high tops, steel toes, gloves, long sleeve shirts, and pants. Excuse me. Seen in the chat room there, somebody posted, I think it was Randy Lewis. He basically posted a step, how to tell what types of rocks and boulders. Basically, in this process, and I'm not reading the whole thing he says here, but there's actually this chart that I found in it, and you have to almost identify the rock, which would help to do your measurements and stuff also.
Right.
I forget the actual name of the chart. I actually should have brought that up, but I did.
Right.
That's basically it. That's
right, now somebody asked, so is it the larger the number, the stronger the chain, is what it seems like, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I just thought a chain was a chain. Where's these markings at on a chain? Is it on every link, or any idea?
It's probably up by the end of the clevis, I would think.
Okay. Yeah.
Or basically, if you go on Harbor Freight, they'll tell you too what it is, the chain sizes.
Oh, by the size.
I'm not sure if it possibly says the grade or not. I think it does say the grade.
Right. Because I've always thought, this chain's big enough, it'll work. That's kind of the way I've always judged it. But apparently, there's a lot more to a chain than I ever imagined.
Right. But if you're going to buy a chain and you want to get a good chain, you're going to pay for it, because I guarantee you, a $35 Harbor Freight chain is only like 14 feet long. If you want a 25 or a 50 foot, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
So, unless you get it at an auction, you get it, from a trucking company or something like that,
You just need to forget the chains. Use dynamite. Lots safer.
Yeah, there you go.
Good Sherpa.
Or a good Sherpa will work just as well.
Son of a...
You didn't think he was getting off scot-free, did you, Shad?
I know I don't.
No, never, ever. No. Well, that's cool, Rich. There's a lot to it. I know, thank God I don't ever have to do work with them kind of rocks, but you never know where you're going to wind up at, that you might have to.
Oh, yeah.
And like you stated, I don't think it's something you should attempt alone.
Well, the other thing that is what's your life worth?
Exactly.
If you want to buy a cheap chain and then risk it breaking and falling the wrong way, or do you want to spend the money and,
Yep. I agree. What do you like better, though, chains or straps?
Well, it depends on where and where. Like if I'm going to a big rock, the strap's not going to slip. You're going to do a chain around it.
Right.
To do your ratcheting, I'd rather have an actual cable than I do a chain. You can use the chain type come-alongs too.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But then again, the cables, they fray and they bind up real easy, and the chains don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah, it does seem
But
that
an anchoring device to a tree, depending on how big a rock you're lifting, I would use a toe strap, just a regular strap instead of a chain. But it depends. The chain should be better because they're stronger, you know. All depends on the angle and the situation of how you're trying to pull a rock out and how big it is.
Yeah, true. I agree. I always seem to like straps, because aren't straps, are straps as strong as chains? I wonder. Any ideas? Are straps,
say that again?
Are straps as strong as chains?
Like I said, it depends on the webbing and the plies.
Right. Are they...
When you're dealing with the plies and you're dealing with the thickness, your 1 inch, 2 inch, or 3 inch,
So
let me see if I can find that out for you.
Yeah,
Let's use the example for a chain. Let's go with the grade 70 chain, 5/16, 4,700 pounds. All right, so that's basically a 5/16 inch chain.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're dealing with the strap, a 1-ply strap, 5 inches wide, or let's go 4 inches wide is 4,960 pounds.
Okay.
That's at a choker.
Right.
So.
Okay. I guess
it gives you a little idea.
Yeah, I guess Patrick said straps have ratings stamped on them, so that's kind of good too. Okay.
Yeah, the straps do. I'm not sure about the chains.
Right. Pretty cool though. That's very good information, in my opinion, because I learned a lot from that one, Rich. Thank you, brother, for sure.
Not a problem.
Man, very informative, Rich. I'm telling you. Way to go. What time is it? I can't see the time. My clock quit working.
8:28.
All right. Well,
almost 8:30.
All right. How about Dennis? It's time.
Yeah.
It's time to stump the nub.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Now, in Alabama, what is illegal to carry in your back pocket at any time?
In Alabama, what is illegal to carry in your back pocket at any time?
At any time.
Okay. They can't Google this, can they?
They can try.
Okay. Go for it, Google Knots. Start Googling. We'll be right
Google
back.
Knots.
Google Knots. We'll be right back, everybody.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit dirthogpaydirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. dirthogpaydirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
You're listening to Prospectors Radio, bringing you 2 hours of information and commentary on the fascinating world of gold prospecting and treasure hunting.
All right, everybody, we're back. Stump the nub. All right.
It was pretty funny. We had
there was some good answers.
Oh my gosh! It went from brass knuckles to gumbo to a bag of heroin to an ice cream cone.
I like the picture of Dennis Dayton.
I'm not going to say what it said.
I like
to my picture. To bacon, alligator,
elephant ears,
comb,
powdered
wallet.
sugar. Where do these answers come from? I just wonder.
I don't know.
Are any of them correct?
Yeah, there's one that's correct. It's a picture of me. No, It was the ice cream cone.
What?
An ice cream cone.
But here's what's funny, Dennis. It's illegal to carry ice cream in your back pocket in Kentucky.
Why
would you put ice cream in your back pocket?
Right. And
But Alabama's the cone.
And
so
why would it be illegal?
Obviously, there was a person from Kentucky one day and a person from Alabama. And they didn't have any bags or anything to put anything. Guy in Kentucky was like, "Hey, I'll get the ice cream. You get the cones." He goes,
They were buddies. They said, "One said, here, you take the ice cream, I'll take the cone."
You're right. I think that's it. Oh, wait, but why is it illegal to carry an ice cream cone in your pocket?
It's just one of those old laws that they've never got rid of.
Why would they have made that law to begin with?
Because somebody did something.
Obviously.
No, I think somebody was joking around.
And it went up, went the wrong way.
Nobody ever bothered to take it off.
Okay, like Pat said, but you could put it in your front pocket. You can't carry it in your back pocket.
Yeah,
because the person who got hurt put it in his back pocket.
Or they smuggled something in the back pocket of an ice cream cone. You never know. There's some of these states still have some of these really weird laws on the books, and like Shad said, they're still on the books. And they've never taken them off.
You'd think they'd go through this book once in a while and just go, you know what, the ice cream cone thing, it's out of here. What do they do?
I just don't understand what the problem was in the first place.
I don't either. So what? You have an ice cream cone in your pocket. Good for you.
Because it doesn't make sense.
It don't. It makes literally no sense at all.
You have to conform.
Hey, here's another one in Alabama. It is illegal to flick boogers into the wind.
Oh, nasty.
Is that true? Is that for real?
Yeah, it is.
Alabama. What were
And
you guys thinking?
there's also no wrestling of bears allowed.
You can't wrestle the bears or have the bears wrestle.
No wrestling bears. It's illegal.
Oh, jeez, I've heard it all now. I'm speechless on that. On all three of those, the boogers in the wind is maybe somebody could have got one in their eye, maybe.
Well, I got another little quiz for everybody, real quick.
What's that, Shad?
All right, everybody, it's multiple choice, A, B, or C. We're going to go tie into Rich's segment here, okay, on the chains and whatnot.
Okay.
So, to move Dennis's broke down Ford, would you A, use chains, B, a strap, or C, dynamite? Or D, just leave it there?
What was this? Repeat.
I go with C.
To move Dennis Dayton's Ford broke down in Ohio, straps, chains, dynamite, or leave it? And deny it was ever your his. There you go.
Straps.
I don't know. I like D.
I like the deny it and never admit it.
Yeah, deny that ain't mine.
That ain't my
What are
truck.
you talking about?
I kind of like that one. I'm going with that one. Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody's saying to leave it. Wow.
I think the whole group is with us on that. Just
Ed wants to blow it up.
Somebody wants to destroy
who
it.
doesn't want to do that?
Oh my gosh. Dang. Rough, guys. I say leave it. Oh my goodness gracious.
Depends on where you're leaving it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they care?
Right.
I guess I could roll up the windows and push it in the creek when the creek comes up, see how far it could go downstream.
There you go. Ooh, that's a good science experiment.
It is.
You know, maybe it'll end up where my stand went.
Well, and
then I can find my stand.
And it'll help you figure out where gold drops.
Yes, it will. Wherever the Ford drops is the place to start dredging. Mm-hmm. Agreed. Man, oh man, crazy. You guys there?
Yeah.
Oh, you got
Yep.
You got quiet. It's like, did I lose you guys or something? You scarred me. Man, Kathleen, I need you to get us a name. We'll give away we'll give away a gold pan, snuffer, and vial from our good friends over there at MakeYourOwnGoldBars.com. We'll do that. And when Kathleen says your name, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to answer in the Gold Prospector Space chat room that you are here. It's that simple. All you got to do is be here, be in the chat room, be listening when Kathleen calls your name. That's all you got to do. And then what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about the Cronies Club outing that's coming up. Shad's going to give us some information. Heck yeah, Shad's going to give us some information. We're even going to have our friend Michael Myers call in, who's been helping us set this all up down there in North Carolina, because he's there and he's taking care of all the logistics for us. I can't even say
But we're not giving all the details out.
No, not all of them. Just some-ish.
Because if you're a Crony Club member, then you will go on the Crony Club site and there'll be more information for you there.
Correct.
You don't want to miss out on this one. That's all I can say.
So, Kathleen, you just say when you're ready and shoot that.
Ready.
Name. All right, let's hear the lucky winner.
It is Ronald Tolvatar.
Tolvatar.
Did I say it
Tolvatar.
Tolvatar.
Tolvatar. Ronald Tolvatar, are you here? Oh, wait, I know what's missing.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. You just ruined my night. Really? Whatever happened to the other song?
Oh, we still have it. Everybody said switch back
load
and
it?
forth.
You forgot to download it, didn't you?
Oh, no, I got it.
Ronald, you better be here.
He said what?
He said what? That works. What works?
I'm here.
That's all you got to say. Anything. What works fine with us. Ronald, Rich will send you a side chat. Send him your mailing info, and I'll pass that along to Steve over at MakeYourOwnGoldBars.com. Thank you very much for that, Steve. We appreciate it. All right. Now, I'm going to kick it over to Shad here, and he's going to bring us up to speed a little bit on what's about to happen. Take it away, Shad.
All right, everybody, all the Cronies Club members, and maybe even future Cronies. We have the dates for our 2018 Cronies Club outing, which is taking place near Mills River, North Carolina. And this is near the historic Boylston Mine. So, what great way to meet your fellow Cronies. The dates, you can arrive Friday night on September 21st, but you need to leave Monday by September 24th. Now, all the festivities, prospecting, mining, metal detecting in the fields if you want, that's all going to happen on the 22nd and 23rd. Now, we are asking $20 per person, unless it's a couple, $20 per couple. This will also provide a whole meal on Saturday night for everybody. We're going to have games, prizes, and a whole lot more stuff.
Everybody will walk away with something.
Yep.
Is there any birthdays that weekend?
I'm sure there will be.
If there's birthdays, you get a special private birthday dance from Dennis Dayton.
That's right. I mean,
clothing optional.
That's
all
right.
So space is you caught that. Space is limited, so you'll need to start RSVPing. So you want to reach out to our host Tim Grimes, but we'll get more details, the exact location of this, to out as we get closer to the dates. But this is going to be one heck of a time, you know.
Oh yeah,
it's where the gold rush started.
That's
so
right.
Why not go to the state there where it all began? But Kathleen has some other little facts before
He's gonna give them all away.
I'm evidently I'm just going off the top of my head here.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about this area though. From what we understand, it is virgin ground, so that's kind of exciting to really go prospecting.
Yep.
As Shad said, it's near the Boylston Mine. The Boylston Mine is a hydrothermal vein deposit. It was first mined by William B. Allison in the winter of 1880. So he worked the soft decomposed vein outcropping by washing and sluicing. They had great results, so exploration for the mine, the actual Boylston Mine, was official in 1886. So this mine is in the Appalachian Highlands of North Carolina. And this is going to be in Henderson County. And it's right on the border of South Carolina.
Oh, wow, cool.
So we're really close to South Carolina.
Nice. Very nice.
This mine was actually abandoned in 1894. It did reopen in the 1930s, but exploration didn't yield very much for it to be profitable. So what is the significance? Well, the Boylston Mine is about 8 miles away from where the Cronies Club outing will be held.
Ah.
It is located on the south side of Forge Mountain, near South Fork Mills River Creek.
Okay.
So it's very, very close. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
History there. And then at the peak of the California Gold Rush, there are more than 600 gold mines in North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
So 1800 to the Civil War, gold mining ranked second only to farming.
Wow.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yes, in fact, North Carolina led the nation in gold production until 1848, when the California Gold Rush eclipsed it.
Really? Very
Yes.
interesting. This is going to be great.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the gold found in North Carolina earned its nickname the Golden State. So it was known as the Golden State for a while, and then later they gave that name to California, of course. And, we've all heard the story, and I think I featured it on one of my closer looks, but we've heard the story of John Reed at Little Meadow Creek. But that started the Carolina Gold Rush. So with that, it's said that people have found gold in 34 counties in North Carolina in the 1800s. And if you look at the map, most of the gold-bearing regions are to the west and central. We have north central down to the southwest of the state, like southern part.
Yeah, very cool.
Pretty interesting.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited, though.
Me too. Now, what I want to do, Kathleen, is I want to bring Michael on because he's setting this up down there for us, and he can tell us a little without telling too much, though, right? Is that what we're thinking? We don't want to disclose too much information, do we?
We're not going to give the address.
Right.
We'll disclose that to you once you're confirmed is going.
Mm-hmm. Right. And maybe Shad will post stuff on the actual Crony Club page that they can see too, like pictures or stuff like that. That way they'll get an idea of the area too. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Michael, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Hey, Michael.
Good. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, Shad, Dennis, Rich,
Hey.
and Mr. Tim, of course.
Hey, well, we announced the dates and kind of the location. We're not giving the exact area yet.
Yep, I've been listening.
Okay, so you know where we're at on this. Okay, so
I think so.
Oh yeah, you got it. So you've been getting everything set up. You've been sending us the pictures. You know the area. It's in your backyard, basically. So what can you tell us about it?
It is in my backyard. It's actually on the farm that I work on. It's a great area from what I understand. I've been doing some research, and from what I understand, nobody has even tried to look for gold since like 1950s or 60s.
Oh, sweetness.
One guy brought a dredge from what I understand, about 4 years ago. Found quite a bit and then just left. And actually in the same river that we're going to be in. We've received a lot of good floods, especially this year in western North Carolina. So I do know that it is probably overturned and brought to the top.
Nice.
A lot of good flood gold. A lot of good flood gold.
Okay. Now,
myself, I have went to the river and out of say 2 good times. I mean, I've got pickers that are 0.1 to 0.5.
Okay.
And I've got like probably a good quarter of a vial full of pickers that came out of this spot.
Oh, okay.
I've been wanting to take pictures and post them, but I've just been so busy at work, and I've actually taken on a second job now that I haven't had time to do it. But I will post pictures so that people can kind of get an idea of what is there.
Okay.
So.
Or you can send them. Or you could send them to Shad, and he could post them on the Crony Club page. Because,
I'll do that also.
Okay, and now.
But I'm really excited about everybody coming down.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, a lot of people are greedy with gold, taking people to their spots. I'm not. I like meeting new friends and having fun.
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
And learning something new. So hey, everybody's welcome.
It will be
There is areas for high banking, correct?
What's that?
There is areas for high banking.
Oh yeah, we can do high banking, dredging, metal detecting. The field when it does flood where everybody's going to be camping at, the river floods right out into the field. And my boss's dad has actually found a gold nugget, probably the size of the end of his thumb, and has misplaced it.
Oh my God!
I told him. I said, well, when you misplace it, you let me have it.
Yeah. How do you misplace it?
I mean, when you unmisplace it, let me have it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. Geez, that's cool. So we can metal detect, we can dredge, we can high bank, we can just pan whatever.
Yeah, there's gonna be as far as panning, there's gonna be, and it also depends on what the water level is at that time. The water level normally runs about in average spots 4 to 6, 8 inches.
Okay.
The water does have a little bit of flow to it. I've already cleared with the North Carolina Department of Water Quality, since it is a designated trout water, and the Army Corps of Engineers, for us to be able to do this.
Nice. Good job. Yeah.
But because of the water flow, the people that I talked to said there's going to be no issues with disturbing this called the turbidity level, which is basically the amount of turbulence that you create from a dredge.
Right.
So we're all good there.
Awesome.
The only thing we got to do, according to the Army Corps of Engineers, stay 2 foot off the banks.
Oh, that's not a problem. Right. Easy peasy. It's going to be.
Yeah. The river itself is about probably 12 feet, maybe even 15 feet wide.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. That's plenty. That's great. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, a lot of activities. Kathleen and her got some great games and prizes lined up. A good dinner Saturday night for everybody. It's going to be a blast. Now, you know, we want to make sure everybody knows there's no electric, so you bring a generator or candles. So there's no electric. We are working on getting a porta pot there, so that'll be taken care of.
Yep, I'll take care of that.
Okay, you got to find out about that. Let us know. So everything will be good. If you are thinking about coming, like Shad said, you do got to RSVP us. Let us know. You know how, if it's you and a spouse. If you got a tent, a camper. If a camper, what size? These are things we need to know because we will be in a field. Right, Michael? I mean,
yes, it is going to be in a field, and so I'll need to know, well ahead of time, how many campers are going to be there, how many tents, so that I can kind of designate areas.
Right.
Not saying that I'm going to segregate all the tents from the campers.
Right.
But I kind of need to know how to set things up.
Exactly. Yes.
Not at the last minute.
Right.
I'm going to build a fire pit. We're going to have a big fire pit. We can cook hot dogs or marshmallows, make s'mores, whatever we want to do.
Yes, exactly.
But everything is, will be pretty much set on my end.
Right, gotcha. So yeah, we'll have a cutoff date for this too. That either when all the spots are filled or just a cutoff date, because that way you have time to do what you need to do on your end, and it will be great. It will run smooth like the last one did, and it'll just be a great time, a lot of fun, and
I think we had talked about before also that starting September 8th is deer season in western North Carolina, but it's bow season only.
Right.
So there's not going to be any issues with anybody getting shot with a gun.
Right. Exactly.
The area where we're going to be at is not even going to be around where people will be hunting at, because my boss and his family does deer hunt.
Right.
But everything's good there also.
It's going to be perfect. It will be fine. It's going to be a great time. Michael, you're doing a great job down there on your end, and we appreciate everything you're doing down there. We really do.
Hey, what about snakes in North Carolina in September? How's that?
Oh, God.
You're not going to see but maybe 10 or 15 a day. No, just kidding. That's not going to be an issue. Right now the snakes are out hot and heavy. Within the probably past 3 weeks, I've killed 5 copperheads in my yard. They like to hide under the grass after it's been mowed, I've even killed a couple around my kids' swing set.
Oh,
But
geez.
in September, it'll start cooling down some, hopefully, and it won't be as hot, and there won't be as many out, so I wouldn't even worry about it.
Okay. Cool.
If there is any, then we'll stick Dennis on them, and he can sit on them.
Right, exactly. He could do his dance for him or something. He could
Sing him happy birthday.
Snake charm.
I try to prospect real close to Kathleen because she is my warning signal. She keeps an eye out for them snakes, and when she jumps, I jump. I know when there's snakes around because she lets me know.
She's a snake alarm. Kathleen and Dennis don't like snakes, so.
The snake screamer?
Yep. So we'll have to make sure the area is clear. Yeah, it'll be good, though. Hopefully by then it's cooled off enough to where the snakes are heading away trying to find warmth, and we'll be all right. And but yeah, Michael, great job, brother. We really appreciate it. And
it's going to be a great time.
Oh.
I'm not ever been to an outing before because I've not been an outing or a crony member that long. But for anybody else that has been to one or even hasn't been to one like me, it's going to be a great time.
Oh,
so I think the spots are going to fill up really, really quick.
They will.
And anybody that don't come, I can tell you, you're missing out. This is going to be an awesome spot.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. And even if it, I'm going to knock on wood here.
Don't say it, Tim. I know where you're going. You jinx us, and I will bury you out there in a hole dreadful.
Don't even bring it up.
Okay, I say it.
Don't say it.
I won't. God, you guys know me too good. All right, I'm not going to say it. So, Michael, thank you, brother. Again, great job. Let us know about the porta pot and stuff, and then if you get that drone footage, send it to Shad or something, and let him check, or send it to me, and I'll send it to Shad, and we'll get that up there too. And maybe we'll talk to Shad about doing that thing you talked to me about. That'd be really cool. I'll tell the crew about that. And thank you again. I just can't thank you enough, Michael. Great job, buddy.
Hey, I'm glad I can help out. I just want to be. It's going to be exciting to be a part of it. So.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. You're.
I'm just bummed that we couldn't do it on Friday the 13th since Michael Myers is helping organize this. Right next to Crystal Lake Campground.
Yeah, we could have called
that is Jason Voorhees.
Oh, darn, you're right.
Not Michael Myers.
We should have did it at Halloween time, Shad.
Oh, yeah, Halloween.
And then we could have had Michael Myers. Yes.
Everybody gets that confused.
Yeah, there you go.
I always do.
But very cool. Michael, thank you again, brother, and we will be talking to you soon, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Thanks, Michael.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Michael.
Thanks, buddy.
Great.
Bye, Michael.
Have a good one.
Bye, bud.
Bye.
See, that's just going to be a blast. So,
yeah. I mean,
so now the people down south can get a chance to go to this one since they couldn't come up to the other one.
Right, exactly. So we try to bounce around next year. Who knows where we'll be? So, if you're a crony, check your membership. Make sure it hasn't
on virgin
expired.
Ground too.
I know and down
from an
an old gold
downstream
mine.
from the gold mine. So you know that they panned that stuff right in the river
50s.
and washed in the river.
Yeah, this was back in the 50s, man. So they weren't as good at getting gold as we are. I mean, come on,
dude. And you're also in an area where they said you can metal detect the fields.
That'll be
so
cool.
You got to think, the War of Independence. You're not too far away from, granted, not too far, but you're a couple hours away from Kings Mountain, which was a big battle during the Revolutionary War. So there was troop movements.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Civil War.
Very cool.
You have so much history in this area that it's not just about the gold. You maybe find a few coins and treasures, and then you hang out with cronies.
And then Saturday we'll have a nice meal. We haven't decided what we're going to have yet.
Right. Sloppy Joe's.
Yeah.
Bologna sandwiches.
Yeah.
Bologna.
Potted meat.
Maybe some genuine North Carolina cuisine.
Oh, that's a good idea, Shad.
Copperhead rattlesnake or snakes. How about that?
And crawdads.
Get some of their peaches from there too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well, I'm sure David Bogan's going to join us, so we'll just designate him as our chef.
Oh. Hey, wait! Ain't David like the barbecue boy of the East Coast?
I know. See where I'm going with this?
I see where you're going with this. I got you. Since we can't have our very own barbecue boy, Scott, what? They have our barbecue boy from the East.
Well,
David. David just sent me a
Swiftwater's
message.
the reheated barbecue boy.
Oh, that's right.
David Bogan's the real deal,
David's
man.
the original. Okay, David said he will be there for sure.
I bet.
All right, David
Just ordered
and
pie
Mita.
for them this time.
Right, so that'll be great. You know, they had a blast last time. It was awesome hanging out with them. You know, so very cool. So if you're a crony and you're thinking about coming, you better check your crony membership and make sure it hasn't expired, because this is a crony only event. So check it out. Make sure this is a crony.
And hey, you know, opportunities like this is from a fellow member, Crony Club member, and Prospector Radio listener. And so if next year and on, if you got a great spot or an idea and you want to help work with us to arrange something, let us know, because you know, we want to get away from just our side of the country and start spreading us out so more people, more listeners, wherever they are, have opportunities to come.
That's right.
As well as people to experience different types of prospecting that they may be used to.
And I've never prospected in North Carolina.
No, me neither. So this
Have a Goat Creek, we'll travel.
That's right. So yeah, let us know if you'd like to be involved in this next year. Let us know. I mean, you know, Michael stepped up. He called us. He said he wants to help. He wants to get us down there for a crony outing. So it's happening. So that's simple. You know, if you got a spot, let us know. We'd be glad to check it out and do it and hang out with you too. So awesome. Shad, great job, buddy. Everybody, it's going to be a blast. Kathleen does such a great job with her games. Like last year, it was so much fun. And just the shenanigans that go on with Dennis and Shad, it's just craziness. So you got to be there. You know, video just don't capture it all. I'll tell you that much.
No, it doesn't.
Well, and maybe we could have a rock moving contest with chains and straps, or even a Dennis Dayton moving contest with chains and straps.
Oh, there you go. I like that better. That sounds.
You can have like dredge pulls instead of tractor pulls.
That's right.
Good idea.
Oh, that is a good idea. Yeah.
I also have a game that I'm gonna introduce that I learned when I was with Caleb in Kansas.
Okay.
And we played a game, and it was awesome. It was so much fun.
All right, you gonna introduce us to that?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. See, you never know what we're gonna do there. So all I can say is show up if you can. RSVP quick, you know, because we're limited to what, 20, Shad?
Well, I think we'll double check.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I think it's 20.
It depends how many there. We'll get in touch with Michael again to make sure as far as what he can map out.
Right.
You know, but
right, and
we'll see what we can do.
Okay, sounds good, brother. And it's going to be great. So don't miss this year's crony event. That's all I can say. So let me see. What else did we have? I think we've covered everything, unless you guys got something that I've missed.
Well, do you want to? Everybody. You talked about this. The winners for the nugget and stuff.
Yeah, I mailed out the Crony Club winners nugget. I think Wednesday, so he should be getting his any time now. And again, the Crony Club's nugget giveaway was sponsored by our good friends at Dirt Hog, and the patron giveaway is sponsored by our good friends over at Tommy Knocker's Pay Dirt. So check those both out if you're looking for some high quality pay dirt. You want to check them guys out. So yeah, Richard Peterson, if you're listening, one more time, get in touch with me. Check your email. Sent you emails. You got a nugget waiting. You know, I think next time we're gonna make sure we give them like 30 days to reply, and then we're just gonna have to draw a second winner or something. You know, something like that, because we want to get this out to them. It's on hold, so to speak. So check out the Wandering Buffaloes on Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget, check out their Patreon page. The Indiana Gold Hunter as well. Check out his Patreon page. They both got a lot of great giveaways going on over there. If you're already a patron, you're already entered. But if you're not, you might want to check that out. And on that note, you're very welcome, you guys. And on that note, I guess we're going to say goodnight, and we will see everybody Wednesday. So have a great week. Wednesday, West Coast Wednesday. So have a great week, everyone. We're out of here. Good night,
Thanks,
y'all.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.